Thank you, members of the media, for joining us, and thank you, Coach. Coach, if you can just take us through your perspective on the match.
Okay, let's go. Tough beginning of the game. We were not comfortable any moment. We didn't find the way to progress in very difficult circumstances today. I'm not gonna talk about the field after getting 4 goals. It's gonna sound like, but maybe you will, or maybe not. But we didn't find a way to progress to the spaces where we used to do it. Always an extra touch, and with the permanent threat of Shalulile and Reiners in the last line, was difficult to control the turnovers, the transitions. Rough beginning of the game. The free kick of the set piece is coming from one situation where we fall down 2 times and we lose the ball. Then the Riveiro goal is coming in a similar scenario, and he finishes in an extraordinary way. The transition himself. Difficult first half could be. They were quite effective actually as well in front of the goal. I think we finished the first half a little bit better. We have a goal chance with Dion in the end of the first 45 minutes that we couldn't find the target. Second half, I think Pirates in the beginning, the first 15 minutes, I think we were better. I'm not gonna say better than Sundowns, but for sure better than in the first half. We managed to start to play the game in their side. I think there was a moment that they couldn't cope. We got the 2-1. Probably in that moment the game was more close to, if we have a little bit of continuity, we'll be close to the 2-2, but immediately they create one chance to get the third one, and a little bit later they managed to find the net. We were taking a lot of risk in the pressing, almost man-to-man all around the field, and with the speed that they have in the last line. What happened in the third goal, it's something that we were playing with that risk of conceding 1 or 2 of those situations, but obviously we were chasing. We have to take that risk, and I think after the third goal we try a couple of things more, but I think that the game was too far for us in that moment. Then again, taking risk, they managed to score a 4th one. We have some chances here and there, but I think overall a difficult game to play for both teams, and I think Sundowns today managed to find the way to get the 3 points despite the circumstances that this game was played. Yeah, it was a tough week for us, coming from the derby, Sekukune, and this game, 3 top games to play. Today we are feeling a little bit bitter, but I think overall there's a lot of things for us positive in this week. Obviously today we are disappointed with the result. I'm sure that our supporters as well, but in the end of the day 3 points are flying to Sundowns side, and yeah, that's it, I think.
Thank you, Coach. If your question has been covered by the coach because it was very comprehensive, feel free not to ask. We'll take questions from the floor. Please do introduce yourself and the media house will represent. Any questions?
Coach Katlego from the Citizen. Coach, how do you pick up the players after such a result? And obviously you don't want to go into detail, but the pitch did have some sort of an effect on how how the teams played. Maybe not so the result, but
whatever I say about the pitch is gonna be a big line in social media tomorrow, and I don't want to give you that chance to try to show that I'm justifying what happened on the field with the shape of the field. It was the same field for Sundowns. Remember what I said before, I think they managed to find a way to win the game despite the circumstances that this game was played. Now you are the journalist and you were here watching the game, but at the same time I have to say that I'm sure that Sundowns is not happy with the field, with the players that they have, the football that they want to play. This is not an advantage for Sundowns as well. It's a pity that this game must be played in this field because it's not helping anybody, it's not helping the game, the football. The risk of injury is in every single action. There's a high risk of injury for both teams, so please, not for a second take this comment like I'm saying that we lost because of the field. Not even close. But it's true that the game was played in very difficult conditions for Sundowns and for Pirates as well. The way that I'm going to pick up them, do we have any other option? It's game number 14. We have to play 16 games. We have to play Champions League. We have to play Netbank. This is just one game. Obviously, it's not nice to lose 4-1. It's not nice to lose here because we came here with the intention to compete and collect points. Today is not going to be an easy night for any of us, but tomorrow we go again and we have to play Barroca on the weekend. We want to continue our record in the Netbank as well. So this is football. We are used to win, to lose games, and it's not going to be a problem. We didn't lose a final today. We just lose 3 points.
Coach, the question News from Africa. Coach, did you get the desired effect from your midfield combination today?
The desired
effect from your midfield, did you feel like they had what you wanted them to give in this game? Because usually you have Mbata and Makaula who cover ground, who are solid in front of the defense, similar to the characteristics associated with the Mamelodi Sundowns midfield. But today you went with Makaula, who is still very solid. Dlamini is known more for his prowess closer to the opposition box. Not much in terms of the workhorse and the tough tackles in the midfield.
I don't know exactly what you mean with. Did you really see Cabello's game today?
That's what I'm asking you, Coach. Do you feel like he gave?
No, but you know.
Gave you the desire?
You are asking me. But then you are suggesting also in your question that Cabello was not at the level.
No, I'm saying his characteristics when you think of a Cabello Dlamini.
Did you check the numbers of Cabello today?
I checked the characteristics of the player.
But you didn't watch the game.
I did.
We'll move on from that question.
Honestly, I don't really think so. I think Cabello was helping us a lot on the ball in terms of giving us always extra time on the ball to get organized. In the second half, he was the one who was giving us the balance in the midfield, even in our rest defense, winning duels, helping the center backs. Sometimes our eye, it's already, we have our eye teach somehow to understand that Makaula is more defensive and Cabello is more offensive, but in this team everybody is defending when we don't have the ball and we try to attack all the time. Even Makaula, recently you can see the evolution of him as an offensive player as well when we are on the ball. So we played today with 2 players with experience, with quality. Dlamini's numbers in the league are top in every aspect. You should have a look. But sometimes our eye is telling us, or things that are not totally true. We just want to confirm what we think about one player, even though the player is doing something totally different. And I think that's something that happens to you today.
Thank you, Coach. We'll take the last 2 questions because the ones that dramas are here won't be able to hear anything. So,
Good afternoon. FM coach. Do you think the results, the scoreline, perhaps maybe shows the gulf maybe in between the two teams? Because it's not very often that.
No, the difference between the two teams will be shown in the end of the season, in the end of the league, after 30 games. Then we will see if we are at the same level, if the difference is big, if it's not. But today is one game, and the games can go sometimes in different directions. I mean, we scored, even though the first half, in my opinion, Sundowns was better than us. We scored the hot chance, we're talking about a different story in the second half, maybe. We survived the first 20 minutes of the game not conceding, and probably, so the difference is never in one game. It's not. Even when we beat them in the final in the Netbank, the difference between the two teams wasn't there, right? Was there? And it's 90 minutes as well. Today is again 90 minutes. Obviously, every time these two teams are finding each other in one game, let's be honest, is a you call it a clash. There's a lot of things to be said and to be played, right? But again, today, like I said, they were better than us in order to find the way to win this match, despite the circumstances. That was the only difference for me between the two teams. They were much more. I'm trying to
adjusted.
They're much more pragmatical than us and efficient with the players in the last line, not giving us so many opportunities in transitions as well. So well played, well done from the opponent, and but the difference is never the score in one game. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's be fair with both teams.
Last question, Kevin.
Maskepa from FM coach. With the way the team has been doing, and because it's just two differences, either you win or you lose. It's never been, kind of in between. How much of a bother, when you lose against the Sundowns, that's now 9 points ahead, but you still have a game in hand, and you've said about them as a team that just keeps on getting points, even in games sometimes where it should be a draw, maybe they can lose, but they still get points.
What is the question?
So I'm saying, how much of a bother is it for you, the gap? Because
no, trust me, I'm zero emotional with these things. I'm already thinking about who's gonna play against Barroca. We managed to save KB with 3 yellow. My mind is there already. I'm not thinking about, because I've been around enough time. Trust me, and things can change in the right or in the wrong direction. I said change. Anytime. A bad week, think about our week. We played Chiefs. We were about to draw. Let's be honest. 90-something minutes, a penalty. We got the 3 points. We played Sekukune away. We never beat Sekukune before during my time in Pirates. We managed to get another 3 points. Now we are here with Sundowns, competing as hell. The way we ran today on the field, it's second to none. Despite, again, the 4-1. So if I have a look of the week, I'm extremely positive about this team. The way we are doing the things, we are competing in every competition. We have a title already in our cabinet this season. So the difference of points right now with 16 games to play and the way that we are competing is not the problem. My problem is Barroca now, and then other teams who are coming. Like I said, in the end of the season is the time to do an analysis about who is winning the title and the other contenders, how good they were and how close we managed to be or they managed to be. So right now, like I said, I'm not gonna make this game like a final winning or losing. Now I'm in the losing side, but it's the same. It's just 3 points. We go again. Like you said, we have one game in hand. Now we have to play this game again in Orlando. It's a different story. It's not playing here. So